I've reached the final leg of my journey through the villages of East Sussex and Kent. Today, I'm off to the coast. The North Kent coast, to be precise. But on the way, there's a village with the strongest of maritime connections. The once bustling village of Upnor. In days gone by, this street had a butcher's, a baker's and grocer's, a post office, and 4 pubs. Not many people, are there? But look at this wonderful weatherboarding. Cobbles. I love cobbles, as long as you're not wearing heels, of course. But the fascinating thing about this village, the only way to get out of it until the 20th century was by boat. Life in Upnor has always been dominated by the Medway estuary. In fact, the name Upnor started out as Upnor, meaning on the bank. Now, over there, just upstream, it was the site of the Royal Docks at Chatham. So for centuries, you'd have seen the Royal Naval ships sail up here majestically, past that slight bend, the 10 miles up to the mouth of the Medway, and on to conquer the seas. The Royal Navy left here for good in 1984. But the Medway is far from quiet. I've been invited to the Yacht Club to take to the water with club historian John Basley.
I first came here in 1952. I joined the club 55, and I'm still a member. Good for you.
John has insisted I join him on the water for one very good reason. This is Upnor Castle.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't see Upnor Castle from Upnor village.
You can't, it's hidden away from the main village. It was built about 1567 for Queen Elizabeth to defend the dockyard, which was further up the river in Tudor days.
Right. It looks in very good condition.
It is. You can see the gun emplacements on the lower bastion.
This castle has one great claim to fame. It's the only coastal fortress in the country to have fired a shot in anger. In 1667, a Dutch raiding party made an audacious assault on the Royal Dockyard. The English at the time were reeling from plague and the Great Fire of London and were caught totally off guard.
The Dutch made off with the Royal Charles.
And the Royal Charles was an important ship?
Oh, it was the flagship of the Navy at the time, yeah. So it was an important trophy for them, let's put it that way.
The firepower of Upnor Castle was the only real resistance the Dutch met. And it was just enough to halt their assault on the Royal Dockyard. Was this the darkest time of the British Navy?
Well, it was certainly a major wake-up call.
We know so little about this raid. I suppose because it was a defeat, we don't talk about it.
We don't. We did have a celebration in 1967.
Oh, really?
The Dutch came over with yachts and all the rest of it.
Oh, lovely. That's gorgeous. Despite the Royal Navy's departure, Upnor's modern maritime community seems in rude health. John's Yacht Club stages races every weekend. And today is having an open day. Fortunately, there's not a Dutch invader in sight. Nice way to spend a Sunday, sitting up here from this fantastic viewpoint. I can see, oh, boats upon boats upon boats. It's one must remember we're an island nation, and there's nothing so good as messing about in boats, or actually looking at people messing about in boats, I think is best. Further along the North Kent coast, perched on cliffs overlooking the Thames estuary, is the seemingly unassuming village of Birchington-on-Sea.